This is Outdated, and welcome to the latest episode of Outdated First Looks. And today we're going to look at the Pendragon Starter Set. This is for 6th edition, the newest one, by Chaosium. So let's take a quick look at the back. Already looking at this packaging. First off, let me get this out of the way. The box set size. It is about the same size as RuneQuest's box set. It is the same dimensions. And Call of Cthulhu's most recent box set. So it is wider and taller than your standard box set. You know, which we've been seeing from like Free League and all that stuff. The D&D ones, all that. But it is also thinner. The way it's packaged is different, right? So let's take a quick look here. All you need for adventure in the world of chivalry and honor. Relive the glory of King Arthur's court. Pendragon is a role-playing game set in King Arthur's Britain. You take on the role of knights and overcome mythical monsters, rival knights, and other wondrous challenges in search of glory. The Pendragon Starter Set presents a world of great adventure. This is the time of the sword and the stone, of the boy king and Merlin and their struggles against those who would seize the crown for themselves, and of the flowering of chivalry. This is a time for desperate battles, dark portents, enchanted forests, pride, and self-indulgence. What kind of knight are you? Do you believe in chivalry, or do you think might always makes right? Are you willing to die for your honor? Will you fight to rid the world of injustice, or use clout and power to take advantage of those beneath you? Combat in Pendragon is bloody and intense, and every knight must show valor sufficient to face it, and gain great glory for their prowess. The Pendragon Starter Set contains everything you need to begin questing and adventuring. It includes a selection of pre-generated characters, and a short campaign offering multiple sessions of gameplay. And then it has the inside the box thing with an image right there, this beautiful picture, what is Pendragon up here, but you know what? Let's just get into this thing, and let's see what's in here. Okay, there we go. Box quality, as expected, really good. Nice firm box. We have a what's in this box handout. It says we have 3 books, 4 appendices, pre-generated characters, 8 of them, some battle cards, and some dice. Okay? And now this is an ad for RuneQuest. Yeah, for RuneQuest specifically. Now, here's our dice. Alright, if you are familiar with Chaosium, you know that they did the basic role-playing system, which is a percentile-based system. You also know that this isn't that. At least not exactly. It kind of does the same thing, but it does everything in divisions of 5, and you use a 20-sided die, kind of. So, in that regard, you use the 20-sided for determining a lot of things, and the 6-sided are all for damage. And I love the fact that it's blue and gold, and when it's in its package like that, it looks like a hilt of a sword. I love that. That was really well done. So I'm going to put the sword back together, if you'll bear with me. All right. There it is. There's our little sword. And, oh yeah, these are cut dice, as it should be. Okay, Book 1, The Adventure of the Sword and the Stone, a Pendragon 6th edition solo quest adventure. And solo quest is actually a registered trademark. This means you basically play it without a GM, right? So I'm going to just kind of flip through here because we don't want to give away anything. So there's introduction, there's basic rules and how it works. The Adventure of the Sword and the Stone. So basically this story... Okay, this is an adventure. I don't want to give anything away. So there are spoilers coming up. But if you know anything about the Arthurian legends, you know that young Arthur removed the sword from the stone. That was not Excalibur. That is a completely different weapon. But when that sword broke, he received Excalibur from the Lady of the Lake. Now, most tellings make them the same weapon. That is not how it actually went down. But this book, very nice paper quality. I love the fact that the off-white parchment look where it's darker on the edges, right? I love the formatting lines here. It's a really nice touch and helps guide the eye. Oh boy, it looks like he's upset. Saddle stapled, clearly. How long is this? Technically, that back page has 45 pages. Okay, so that's one. Now we have the Fabled Realm, Pendragon 6th Edition rules and setting. So this is the rules and the setting. Again, saddle stapled. Huh. No? I think these maps go together, but we'll get to that. Wait a minute. Where's this thing? Like that? That doesn't look right. Perhaps. No. We'll figure it out later. Oh, wait. Here. I just realized. Based on where that is, we'll have to figure it out later. But how long is this one? 65 pages. So I'm just going to do this quick. We have Another World, Another Time, which explains the world of King Arthur. Goes over the game system and how it works, what your traits and passions are, your skills, honor and glory, how combat works, arms and armor, horses, that would be kind of important, injury and death, wealth and treasure, and the winter phase. Now, one thing about this game that's different than any other game I've ever seen, look at that gorgeous map right there, that I've ever seen, is you play your adventures over a large span of time, and that is actually how it worked in a lot of the Arthurian stories. That like the stories would encompass multiple years, or it'd be many decades between stories. So like you will literally use your character as a young knight, and that character may grow old and retire and have somebody take up their mantle, and you're still playing that same campaign, right? So this looks really good, and if it's going to have the rules, I can't wait to read it and review this. Book 3, the Sword Campaign. How long is this? 49 pages and more map there. So what do we have here? The Adventure of the Sword Tournament, The Adventure of the Forest of the Silver Deer, The Adventure of the Broken Sword. So we have 3 more adventures here to go with the other one. That gives us 4 total adventures. That is what Call of Cthulhu gave us, almost identically. Says there's a section on how to run the scenario. I don't want to give anything away here, so I'm just going to zip on past this. But again, saddle stapled, beautiful book. Appendix A, tournaments. It's just the one page. Explains how tournaments work. Then Appendix B, battle. It's 8 pages. 8 pages. This is the same quality as in the books. I don't know why they're not in there. Appendix C, overland movement. It's just 1 page front and back. Appendix D, visiting a foreign court. That's 4 pages. Then you have, what are these? Cards. To help like randomize things, I guess. Oh, it's people with statistics. Some quick reference rules for things. Cool. And then we have our pre-gens. Sir Clarion. Oh wait, looky here. We've got their heraldry and their character sheet. They're doing this whole portfolio thing like Cubicle 7 does. I really like this. The difference is I feel like this material is more of a matte. It's coarser. You could just write on this. I still wouldn't, because I want to keep everything like perfect, but I could see somebody writing on this. Sir Ivrain. There's their heraldry. Again with the stats. Dame Linnell. Okay, so yes, you can use female characters, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, dude, there were no female knights in Arthur's time. Yeah, because Arthur didn't exist. There was no female knights in... Arthur wasn't in Arthur's time. Nobody was. It's make-believe. So, who cares, right? And honestly, if you don't want to use that character, just don't. I mean, seriously. Change their name to Sir Linnell and, speak accordingly, because being female doesn't affect their stats or anything. So, stats again. Sir Avalok, somebody's very happy. Stats. The art is really nice here. Dame Tamora, so we got another one here. Another female. A quiver of arrows, nice. Love the heraldry. And Cadwallon. That's it, Cadwallon. That's it. That's what they get. Wait. Cadwallon, but here it says Escutcheon. What is... Okay, I'm going to have to look this up because that doesn't match up with the name. I wonder if it's the house they're in. That might be it. Dame Quenhild, the big old axe. For a minute there, I thought it was a T-Rex, but that is a cool heraldry right there. There's their stats. The last one, Sir Asterius. Fantastic. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pre-gen characters. We have these cards, which I think might be used for tournaments, but I'm not sure. We have the appendix, these appendices, 4 of them. And, I think the battle one especially makes sense. People can pass it around the table. You have the sword campaign with 3 adventures and how to run adventures. You have the Fabled Realm, which is the rules and the Gazetteer, basically. You have the Adventures of the Sword and the Stone, which is an introduction to what this thing is. And a solo adventure. You have your dice. And you have the what's in this box. And you have the amazing box. And my box farted. Okay, so I've really enjoyed taking a look at this. And I am really looking forward to reading it and reviewing it. Because so far, Chaosium, they're up there. They're one of the best publishers of any of this stuff. And I cannot wait to see how this is. And let's be honest. I mean, a lot of us who are into fantasy RPGs are into fantasy RPGs because of these stories right here. Because of King Arthur and those amazing biblical allegories. And so, hopefully, even, if we believe in the biblical stuff or not, the stories are really cool. And so, we'll see. Time for me to recreate the movie Excalibur, I guess. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Spread the word. If you know anybody that's into tabletop RPGs, I would love feedback and comments in the comments in the comments section. Yeah, post something down below telling me what do you think of this product, because by the time you see this video, it would have been out for a while. Hopefully by then, by the time you see this video, we'll know when a core book's coming out, because we all know there will be, because Chaosium, at least in the modern day, does not make bad stuff. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.